Server 17 once again. This is my Darksiders 2 Apocalyptic difficulty video walkthrough. This is the final part of the City of the Dead. This is the Wailing host boss. So this guy's a cream puff. All you want to do, dodge his attacks, punish his hand or his face depending on what he lets you attack. Make sure you go into untouchable mode when you're doing your damage to deal maximum. And when you start winning, he's going to summon some enemies. Use the enemies to get your life back. And then just proceed to beat up the boss. Very simple, very easy. It shouldn't take you too long at all. I'm going to continue going into some news that I'm reading, and we'll go from there, basically. So previously we were on GameInformer.com. If you've never heard of it, it's a fantastic site. I like it a lot. I'm now going to go to the achievement sites because they generally do some news. It can sometimes be late, but often they'll find things other sites don't. And so far, it's not good. Two things at the top are the two things that we've already spoken about. Three things we've already spoken about. Ooh. Storm is Syndicate dev Starbreeze's co-op sci-fi shooter, with the subtitle of It Is Our Future. So, I love Starbreeze. Starbreeze are a fantastic company. They remind me of Remedy in so many ways. I like all the games they've done. I especially like Syndicate, and I think it was extremely underrated. So let's have a see what this has to say. So Syndicate, The Darkness, and the Chronicles of Riddick developer Starbreeze Studio is developing another sci-fi shooter under the codename Storm. The project is a co-op first-person shooter, and the tease is accompanied by a single image of a grey corridor. It is our future. Reads the text on the studio's site that also notes the game is currently in development. So, nothing really to... There's no revelation there, no epiphany to be had, but it's still interesting. And I'm extremely looking forward to whatever that game is going to be. So, Blockbuster UK to shot 160 stores, more to follow. Administrators Act. This is pretty poignant because a buddy of mine is a massive Blockbuster fan, so this is going to affect him. So, as Administrator Deloitte attempts to transform the retailer into a profit-making outfit. Ooh, doesn't that tell you how financially that business is running real bad? Prior to going into administration... Oh, my laptop just fucking died. It didn't even warn me. It was just like, nope, see you later, good night, bye, done. Bastard. So, Blockbuster's in trouble, and it's closing stores. If you want to read the rest of that, go to xbox360achievements.org. So, the boss has gone down, he's doing his lovely pillar of light. We've got a ton of these skeletons. The best way to deal with them is to do this really wide move I'm doing here that's got the Reaper ability on it, the Reaper attack. And every time you get a crit, if you've spec'd yourself correctly or you've got good weapons, you should be getting a little bit of your life back. If I really wanted my life back, I would be using the Echidna gauntlet things. Stupid teethy knuckles. But these enemies are not a threat at all. Some enemies on this game that swarm you like this can be very dangerous, but you'll notice these enemies are barely attacking. They're very passive. They're not quite Devil May Cry passive, which is ridiculous, but you know, they designed the game how they wanted to. Something I found extremely funny, there's a troll account called Tamim Anthony Anidas, or however you pronounce his surname. And some guy's pretending to be him, and he's going on all the Devil May Cry videos and just saying the most ridiculous and stupid stuff. And it's awesome, it's really good, it made me laugh. Because they're not just being, you know, the total fanboy douche, they're actually making it funny. And that's how, if you're gonna troll, do it like that. Don't be the douche that just goes throwing out swear words for no real reason when you're probably 11 years old and your balls are still up near your chin. But the boss is coming back, he's got half life. I immediately activate Untouchable. Couple of swings in on his monkey beard. It looks a little bit like, is it Davy Jones off of Pirates of the Caribbean? The one that Bill Nighy played. You'll have to forgive me, my knowledge of that film series is real shitty because I pretty much hated every film after the original for various reasons. Like, the second one was fun, but nothing on the first one. And then the third one just made me want to forget that I even liked that series. And then the one that followed that, wow. Wow. God, why? Just why? But there goes the Wailing host. He'll be wailing soon when he's got a scythe in his forehead. But I am curious why you didn't get to control any of these animations. You know, for the game that's taking so much from the God of War series and games of that nature, to not have any quick times in those moments is both a blessing and a curse, I think. But that's kind of interesting. That's a very Hitchcockian way of handling it. The less you see, the better. Which is a subtlety that Hollywood has completely lost, thanks to various different directors and the decisions to show you every cut, every incision, every blood-soaked drip of agony. But pick up the loot, it's pretty fucking terrible. You know, when something that big dies, it should be 10 times more loot than what Chromarax used to fire at. It should be, you know that advert with the Skittles when it's a rainbow and it's raining Skittles? It should be like that with loot. Like, if I ever developed Borderlands or any games that featured loot heavily, people would like me, people would praise me, just because I would fight to make that the loot is the most ridiculous it can be. Because who doesn't like loot, guys? Unless it's, you've got an item encumbrance bullshit, like Demon Souls and Fallout, where you spend half the game moving like a fridge because you want to take all that shit back to a shop and sell it. But now that we're back to the Crowfather, he's going to allow us to go through one of the extra doors and go to the Tree of Heaven, or whatever it's called, like Purgatory. I'm not entirely sure, guys. It's been a while since I played. Suffice to say, we're going to the Land of the Angels, and this section of the game is pretty simple, and hopefully you'll have no trouble with it. Lost Light, that's where we're going. Thank you for watching, and you take care now.